Oh, this work week has taken forever. Oh my goodness, but that's okay. Tomorrow is Saturday and I'm going to do laundry and I'm going to go thrift store shopping and I'm going to make a couple of videos and I'm going to go to the grocery store and I'm going to get the house straightened and I'm going to ship out everything that needs to be shipped. And wow, I just made quite the list for myself, right? So then it comes Saturday morning and I get up, I make my coffee, I start my Bible study. And one part of my Bible study, I have to get on Facebook to post in a private group. It keeps me accountable. I love that. I need some accountability in my life. So I get on Facebook and I make my post, but then I see I have notifications. And if you're like me, you cannot handle a little notification by anything. So then you check your notifications and you start scrolling and looking and liking and commenting and, oh my goodness, what's that in that story? So you click and click and click and stories just follow and open and the next one and next one. And y'all, it's just like an endless rabbit hole. Okay. So I'm getting off Facebook. I've got things I've got to do. Oh my goodness. I have 3 Pinterest notifications. Oh my goodness. Oh, they posted something else. Let me go look at it real quick. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, pin that, pin that, pin that. Oh, I'm going to make that. That is awesome. No, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. We have a plan. We have a lot of things to do today. Oh my goodness. I have 2 TikTok notifications. Click, open, scroll, 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 send it out, scroll, send it out, scroll, scroll. See something dumb, close it, done. Oh, YouTube. Y'all, it is a never ending rabbit hole. Social media sucks you in. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it wastes time. So then 4 hours later, I am still scrolling on Pinterest, looking at TikToks, scrolling through Facebook. I have my personal page. I have my business page, scrolling through all that. And then we're over at YouTube. Oh my gosh, those shorts are so funny. Don't forget about Instagram hanging out over here. And what's this new thing called Threads? Oh my goodness. I have 15 emails. Let me look up my emails. Junk, junk, junk. Business. Don't worry about that. I'm off. That's a Monday through Friday thing. I'm not even work right now. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Delete, delete. That needs to go to spam folder. Oh, I need to keep that. Let me put it over here in my business email. Oh my goodness, my business email. I got this email and I didn't even respond to it. And let me go look on my back office and let me look. I'm not the only one, right? 4 hours later, I have been staring at my phone, lost track of time completely. How does this happen? I had so many things to do. And how many have I gotten done? Time wasted. Is it good wasting? Is it bad wasting? Hey, this is Ashley and welcome to Unscripted Conversations. Thank you so much for coming back for episode number 5. You guys are awesome. And make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you can get every notification of anything new that I put up. So time well wasted. Is it wasted time? One of the most favorite things that Sam and I like to do is to fish and to golf. We love doing those 2 things. Fishing is the biggest thing though. Do you know that our first date was on 4th of July and we went fishing because Girly over here was talking mad trash. I can catch more fish than you. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're going to be embarrassed. And Sam is all like, oh, well, you better put your money where your mouth is. I'll go get the boat. You want to go fishing? Sure. Let's go fishing. And here we are years later. We did make it a tradition to go back to that same pond every single 4th of July. And that's actually where and when he proposed. And that's why he proposed there on the 4th of July, because it was from our first date. We were fishing in the same boat on the same pond. It was pretty awesome. And talking about the proposal, I was sitting in the front of the boat. He was in the back of the boat. And I was not even looking at him because he was behind me. I was casting, I was catching fish left and right. Once we got out of the backside of the pond where all the trees were, because, oh my goodness, the trees and the limbs and the stumps, I was getting so frustrated because I was just doing nothing but getting hung up. I had to re-hook my worm so that it wouldn't, y'all, sorry. ADHD lost me there for a minute. Y'all know the drill, right? So I'm catching fish left and right. It's been hours. It's so fun. Sam's all, we need to go. Are you ready to go? You ready to go? Nope, I'm not ready. I'm catching fish. Huh. How many have you caught? Oh, have you caught one? And I cast my line again. And a couple minutes later, it's getting dark. We really need to head back to the bank. Do you want to go? Nope. That's the best time when the fish are biting. When it's starting to get dark and then the bugs are hitting the water, that's the best time to catch fish. I am not ready to go. Don't rush me because you're not catching anything. Was that wasting time? The point of the story was he wanted to get back to the dock so that he could propose to me, and I was not ready to stop fishing. Of course, I had no idea what was coming, but yeah, so was it wasting time? Fishing is a great thing. I don't know if you know this, but I lost my dad. I was 22 years old when I lost him, and it was one of the hardest times in my life. And that's what we did all the time. I went fishing with my daddy all the time. Do I visit my dad's grave very often? I don't. And I know that's probably horrible. You probably think that's terrible of me, but that's not where I feel him. Every time I bait my hook and throw my line, I can feel my daddy right there with me, and it hits a little different. So even if I'm not catching anything, I'm fishing, and I'm feeling him. So I could sit on the side of the dock for hours all day long and not even get a bite or catch anything. And it's fine because that's my comfort place. Now, when you go to the doctor's office and you are sitting in the waiting room and it's been 5 minutes and it feels like it has been 3 hours, yeah, I have no time for that. No patience. Nope. Don't do it. You do not waste my time. Why are we like that? Is there such thing as a good wasting time and a bad wasting time? Scrolling through social media, that's one of them. Great day in the morning. It's like a rabbit hole. But some of that stuff is funny, y'all. And some of it is like educational. You can learn from stuff. You can get all these ideas. And even on Facebook and YouTube, there is this really cool chick that hops on, does lives, does videos, and teaches all kinds of crafting and bow making and stuff. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get me. I think she's from Virginia. So what classifies it as good wasting time and bad wasting time? I was fishing out of the front of the boat and I was catching so many things. It's all about the bait, y'all. It's all about the bait and how you wiggle it. I'm telling you. Sam was fishing out the back of the boat and he wasn't catching very much. It always makes me laugh because he's always like, I go for quality, not quantity. I'm like, yeah, is that what you got to tell yourself? As long as you feel better, that is all that matters. But you know what? I thank God for that man every single day. I thank the good Lord for bringing that man into my life. Did I ever tell you how we met? And y'all, this isn't just about me and Sam. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. That's why it's unscripted conversations, right? So Sam was a police officer in the little town of Cambridge, and his office was in the town hall. And I took yoga class upstairs. So he opened the door for me. I walked in the building and I was like, oh, great day. Who is this man? Wow. And as I'm looking at him, I proceed to trip up the steps. Yes, how does one even do that? I'm staring at this man, but I know I have to get to yoga class because I'm already running a little bit late. And I proceed to trip up the steps. Hello. But I am thankful for that man. I'm thankful for many things. I'm thankful for my boys. I'm thankful for my mama, my friends. I'm thankful for every single one of you listening. I'm thankful for every single person that God has placed in my life. The good, the bad, the wonderful, the supportive, the evil. Yes, there have been some evil ones. There's still some evil ones I have to deal with on a regular basis. But they're stepping stones. They teach us, they mold us, they change us into who we are supposed to be. Psalms tells us throughout the whole book, thank God. Thank God. You hit your knees every single night before you go to bed and you thank God. Something bad happens. You thank God for letting that happen because you know why? It's going to change you. It's going to grow you. It's going to make you into a better person. Some of us have had horrible past. Some of us have had ups and downs. Some of us have had just wonderful lives. Some of us have had nothing but a hard time. But you know what? That has made you who you are right here, right now. Can I get an amen? I've been through some stuff. Everybody's been through some stuff. Some people might portray that they are just, oh, I have such a wonderful life and nothing bad ever happens. That's not true. You don't see all the little bits and pieces. You don't see how they are behind those closed doors. Have you ever been around somebody or something happened and you were so angry? I remember coming home from work one day last week and I don't even remember why. I was mad, but I remember I was mad. I was grumpy. I was angry. I walk in the door and there's a rug and the rug has got mud on it. There are grits of dirt everywhere, all over the rug. There's shoes everywhere. I'm like, y'all, take off your shoes, pick them up in your hand, take them to your room or your closet or wherever your shoes belong. Put them up. They're clothes strode all over the place, not clothes, coats. Coats strode all over the place where it was raining or it's cold or it's hot. So we need this, we need that. You know, there are towels in a pile where every time bougie princess, Zena Grace, comes inside, we wipe her feet off. But those towels just pile up and it's more and more and more. I walk around the counter, the divider, whatever the thing is called, and that separates the kitchen from, the entry, the foyer, the correct term for it. And nobody has taken the time to unload the dishwasher. The trash is bubbling over. Like instead of forcing and pushing the trash down into the trash can, pick the bag up and take it out. It's literally the trash can is at the end of the sidewalk. Put another bag in there. Clean up after yourself. The laundry has not been put into the dryer. Do I have to do everything around here? Why do I get so mad? Why do we get so mad at the little things? It never fails. When I leave work, I have an hour lunch break. If I leave work, I get behind somebody slow driving down the road 20, 15, whatever miles under the speed limit. What is the first thing I do? Oh my goodness, can you please push that long rectangular thing called a gas pedal? You might not have anywhere to be right now, but I do. You might be retired and not have a job, but I have to get home. I have to take Zena Grace potty, which takes up 20 minutes by the time I take 15 minutes to drive home. So now we're at 35 minutes into my lunch break. It takes me 15 minutes to go back. So I only have like 5-10 minutes at the house to actually fix lunch. And when I'm fixing lunch, I grab my lunch, I put it in the microwave, I start to heat it up. I go to the dishwasher, I unload that, I load it back, I stir up my food, I finish unloading or loading the dishwasher, I get my food out the microwave, and then I start fixing supper. If I'm going to put something in a crock pot, or I'm going to find something to pull out the freezer or something, and it's just boom, 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 gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. So I guess that's why I don't feel so bad on Saturday when I sit there for 4 hours scrolling social media. But I had so many things I needed to get done. I have a list of 10 different things and I probably accomplished 3. And you know what? That is okay because when you get older, you're going to look back at your life and you're going to say, why was I so mad? Why did I get so mad because somebody didn't take out the trash can or they didn't help me unload the dishwasher or load it back because I didn't have time to do it that day at lunch? Why did I get so mad? We need to be more thankful. We need to be more appreciative. Like I said, hit your knees every single night and you thank God for bringing you home, for making it through the day. Something happens, thank God for it. No matter how many times throughout the day something happens, thank God for every single one of them. because he's got you on a path. He's got you on a path. He's got the reins. He's got the bit like in the horse's mouth. You just got to give him the lead. Let him lead you. One of my favorite stories in the Bible is Luke 5, where Jesus is preaching to him about catching fish. You know, Simon Peter, they were coming back in. They were tired. They had been fishing out all night and hadn't caught anything. And they see Jesus, and Jesus is like, "Oh, go and cast your nets." But Jesus, we've been out there all night and we haven't caught a single thing. And Jesus says, "Go and cast your nets. Go out a little bit deeper and cast your nets." And what do they say? "Oh, okay, we will." They listened. They had faith, even though they were so tired. They did exactly what Jesus said. They got back in that boat. They went out to the water a little bit deeper, cast their nets. And do you know, they caught so many fish that they could barely pick that net up. They had to drag it to the shore. It was 153 fish. Why does it say 153 fish in the Bible? I have no idea. I think it's like, you know, you weren't catching anything, but Jesus told you to go back out there and you listened to him. What if they hadn't listened to Jesus? What if they had said, "No, I'm tired. I've been fishing all night. We haven't caught anything. I'm done." Have you ever said that? "No, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. I want to sit down. I want to quit. I want to give up." But something in you says, don't quit. Don't give up. But you're just hard-headed. You're hard-headed and you want to stop. You want to quit. You want to give up. "I'm done. I can't take it anymore." Jesus says, "Nope, not happening, Captain." You pick up that net, you go back out, you go a little bit deeper, you go a little bit further, you go a little bit harder, you go a little bit deeper, and you will be successful. So when you're tired, when you're wasting time, when you're not catching any fish, when you're mad, you're angry, nothing's going right, but you feel this gut feeling, something in your head. Hello, who is talking in my head? Why are they telling me to keep going? I'm tired. It's God. It's your conscience. He's telling you, "I got you. I got you." One thing you hear me mention on every single podcast is confident hope. You keep your confident hope in God. He will lead you where you need to go. He will put you on the right path as to where he wants you to take. 10 rules that you need to live by. Be kind. Be brave. Be accountable. Mistakes are going to happen. Be accountable. Be confident. You must value yourself. Be humble. Humility. That's a big thing right there. And make sure you get right with God and you apologize for not being humble. Because if God doesn't give you a lesson on humility one-on-one, he's going to do it out in public. Be helpful. Be selfish. Did she just say be selfish? She did. You have to set boundaries. You have to be happy. You have to do you first and foremost. You cannot help anybody else unless you are in a good place. Be selfish. Be resilient. People are going to be mean. They're going to be evil. They are going to knock you down. They have jealous issues. Some of them do. And no matter what happens, you be resilient because you are walking on this earth for God. You are living for God. That is your reason of being here first and foremost. Nobody else's opinion matters. Be honest. You will never regret being honest. Be adaptable. Change is okay. Change is good. Rules to live by. If you need to rewind it and write them down, do it. Be kind, be brave, be accountable, be confident, be humble, be helpful, be selfish, be resilient, be honest, and be adaptable. Thank God for every single day that you're on this earth and every single breath that you take. Waste your time if you need to, because is it really wasting time? One of the biggest things that people talk about wasting time is sitting on the porch. I used to love just sitting on the porch in the evening with my nanny or my granddaddy, mostly my granddaddy. He would sit on the porch and just watch the cars go by. Was that wasting time? To some, probably. But it was the best wasted time I ever had. We talked. I could still hear those ice ice cubes as he was swirling the glass around. He'd watch traffic, and we would talk about all kinds of different things. My nanny would come out. We would talk about stuff. Anything and everything. Ever since I was little, growing up, I remember those conversations. That bonka bonka music. That's what he always said when those loud cars went by with the speakers. Time wasted. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes you need to waste a little time. You need to sit down. You have obligations you have to do, but you have to rest. And the most important thing, you have to be happy with your decisions. You have to listen to God, and you have to thank Him for every single thing that you have. Thanks, y'all. I hope you have an amazing day and week until you hear from me again. And if you're listening to number 5, you made it all the way through, you have no idea how much I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see y'all later.